Jhw to address housing needs of the poor, creative and cultural industries policy in the works, and Jamaica to sever ties with Britain but remain a member of the Commonwealth. You're watching Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. The interest of the Jamaican people was the focus of the Prime Minister's wide-ranging contribution to the 2012-2013 budget debate last week. Mrs. Simpson-Miller announced that government would be spending over $6 billion to implement Phase 2 of the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program Jhw this fiscal year. Jhw will now be broadening its scope to provide housing units for low-income earners.
The government will collaborate with Food for the Poor in providing free of cost 1,200 housing units each year for the next 5 years.
Under the Jhw, the government will also be collaborating with the National Housing Trust to build starter units for NHT contributors who earn between $5,000 and $7,000 per week. And the Housing Trust will be contributing $10 million to train and certify young people in NHT schemes as a part of the Jhw.
You have a responsibility to all who walk into the various offices. Treat everybody with love and respect.
The mandate Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller gave to the staff of the National Housing Trust when she addressed its General Staff meeting last Friday. Mrs. Simpson-Miller used the occasion to reiterate government's aim to help more families own houses.
We want to restore the dignity of the Jamaican people. Everyone is entitled to shelter. Too often we forget those who are deemed to be powerless, those who are poor and the most vulnerable among us, and the working poor. NHT is rising to that challenge.
Child molesters and abusers beware. A tough-talking Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller pledged harsher penalties as she made her budget presentation. She decried the alarming number of child abuse cases, noting that in the first 5 years of its existence, the Office of the Children's Registry received 25,023 reports of child abuse. That figure includes 7,245 sexual abuse cases. The Prime Minister also came down hard on parents and guardians of missing children. She revealed that between 2009 and April of this year, 6,482 children were reported missing.
You want to tell me you have a 9-year-old child, a 7 or a 5, and not even 2-3 times a week you don't bathe them, you don't examine them, you don't see that they're all right, that if you need to take them to the doctor, you take them to the doctor. Come on, we need to get it right for our children.
Prime Minister Simpson-Miller also announced that government would be tapping into the island's cultural and creative industries as part of its economic development agenda. As such, the Prime Minister said a cultural and creative industries policy was being developed to maximize the economic benefits from Brand Jamaica. In the meantime, Mrs. Simpson-Miller disclosed plans to establish a National Commission on Cultural and Creative Industries.
This commission will assist the government in establishing the enabling policy and the legislative framework to maximize the benefits of the cultural and creative industries.
Jamaica will not sever all ties with the British monarchy, even as it seeks to replace the Queen as head of state. Mrs. Simpson-Miller reiterated this point as she participated in a beacon lighting ceremony at St. William Grant Park last Monday.
I wish to publicly state that notwithstanding the expressed desire to complete the independence of Jamaica and to reinforce our identity as an independent people, Jamaica holds and will always hold the British monarchy in high esteem and has found within that institution many areas for emulation as we pursue a path for sustainable development for all our citizens.
Mrs. Simpson-Miller also expressed the value the island still placed on its Commonwealth membership. Beacon lighting ceremonies were held in Jamaica to coincide with similar events in the United Kingdom to mark the 60th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth's reign. Other local events included a Thanksgiving service at the St. Andrew Parish Church Hall. And spirits were high at the launch and tasting of the limited edition J. Ray and Nephew rum, bottled to celebrate Jamaica 50. The Prime Minister thanked the company and other private sector businesses for partnering with the government in the Golden Jubilee celebrations. She spoke to the potential economic benefits to be derived from Jamaica 50 events.
Our 50th year of political independence presents an excellent opportunity for us as Jamaicans to truly celebrate, and it also gives us that opportunity to lay a solid, tangible foundation for the economic growth and development of Jamaica over the next 50 years.
The rare and limited edition Appleton Estate 50-year-old Jamaican rum, the Jamaica Independence Reserve, is believed to be the oldest aged rum that will be available for sale in the world. Only 800 bottles of the Jamaica Independence Reserve will be available in the limited edition. And that's it for this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest out of the office of the Prime Minister.